Hello everyone, welcome back to Sims Brick Builds, and today we have a very big set. That's why I'm on the other table, because my other table doesn't fit. But today we're going to be reviewing the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. The set number is 75192 with 7,541 pieces, and it retails for $180. Very expensive. This set came out in 2017, and it is now just retiring this year. You can tell because it has beautiful box art, as well as it is for 16 plus, not 18 plus. But let's look at the other side of the box. On the right side of the box, we have it in a different language, and Ultimate Collector Series in a different language, the Lego Star Wars logo, a nice mural of the Falcon in the background, as well as some read on the Falcon with it built. Also some tabs telling you not to cut this side. On the left side of the box, we have the minifigures at the bottom, as well as the Dimensions, Lego Star Wars, and Ultimate Collector Series. On the top of the box, we have the Lego Star Wars logo, as well as Ultimate Collector Series with a mural of the Falcon in the background. On the bottom of the box, we just have Lego Star Wars with Ultimate Collector Series. We have a lot on the back of the box with the Lego Star Wars logo, set number, UCS, sign. Also, all the features you can do with the Falcon. I wish they would show, like, in-movie things, which would have been cool. But, yeah, let's unbox this set. Yeah, I put you on another table so this doesn't wobble as much. But we are going to open this. This is the side that tells you which tabs to open. And it has, I think 6 tabs, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we gotta flip it. You can already hear the pieces that are inside. Oh, I'm pumped for this. Put the knife away. Okay. As you can see, we got a nice mural of the Falcon, as well as Lego Star Wars and Ultimate Collector Series. And then we have some colors. I don't know what that's about. I noticed something about the instruction manual. I can see it from here. Alright, we're going to flip this real fast. I'm new to this. So we have a Falcon right here, shown right here, just a little something extra. As we open it, we have our instruction manual. This thing is huge. Oh my gosh. As well as our sticker sheet. And what is this? A little... Oh, this is something that they're announcing with paper bags. But yeah, I'm going to move this out of the way. Sorry if it shakes a little bit, but we'll take this out. And we have a nice mural of the Falcon. It's upside down. But we pull each one of these out. It's got a nice mural as well as a quote from it. If you want to stop and read it, then you can. It also wraps around the entire box, as you see. Put that over. Is there anything indicating what box number this is? I don't see one. I'll just have to figure that out. We have another one. Another quote. Put that to the side, and then another quote right there. So this is a very cool unboxing. Shame Lego doesn't do a lot of this these days. Gosh. Another quote. Yeah, that's the unboxing experience. I'm not really going to show opening these. You know what, I will right now. Why not? I'll put you right here. Put this off to the side. And so yeah, this is the one that was number 1, as I noticed. That sounded terrible. But yeah, we're gonna unbox this one, and then I'll show you bags and all the stuff. it up. Wow, bags. That's a shocker. Wow. That's what you wanted to see. Now we'll grab the other one. Open this one. Move this off to the side because I'm going to move all this downstairs because, yeah, this is just my review space. Ooh, looks like some extra stuff. Alright, try. It's bad if it damages the parts, but whatever. I can overlook it. I got the third box right here. Open this up real nice. More bags. This is taking a minute, so I'll go a little faster with this one. Got the fourth box. Wow, more and more bags to add on. We got all these bags. Yeah, I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, it's a lot of bags. Technically there's 17 numbers, but as you can see with like number 1, there's so many number 1s. They just have so many multiples. I didn't really have time to count it because I don't have enough time. My apologies. Just probably just look it up or go watch another review or something. In the instruction manual, we have reads, just stuff from the developers, Lego specifically, about the Falcon. There's a lot of them that I'm going to have to read later because there's so many. Just evolutions. If you want to, you can either find somewhere to read it or read it off of this, but I know I'm doing a terrible job of doing that. Oh my gosh, so many pages. Did they just repeat it? I think they might have just repeated it twice. I also put that there to, yeah. I think they might have accidentally repeated it because it's the same stuff again. Yeah. Did they repeat it again? Oh my gosh. Why is it repeating? What is happening? Tell me I'm not crazy. Okay, now here's the build. Now you can just see how big this instruction manual is. It takes up this entire table. And I don't know how long this table is, but it's a lifetime table. Look it up, I guess. But yeah, let's get right into the minifigures. The first minifigure we have is Han Solo as a young person. He's got his blue outfit on, and according to the movie, it is super, super accurate. He's got some front torso printing with the white undershirt, but the skin on the front torso print is not accurate to the skin tone. It looks white, honestly, on camera, which is a little sucky. He's got his front leg printing and belt printing right there, you can see. He's got some back torso printing, which looks amazing. He's got a little smirk on his face. His hair is also really accurate to the character in the movie, and he's got a back face printing for when he's in the Space Lug's little tunnel in The Empire Strikes Back. But a great starter figure to start off the minifigures. And now we have Leia in her marshmallow outfit. That is what I see in this minifigure, and that is what I will continue to see. It is a net around a marshmallow. Anyway, it is incredibly accurate, as I noticed. I just wish there was a little bit more detail on the foot, because it just feels very empty right here. But it transitions well into the torso. He's got the little gap right here to indicate it is a female. She's got her little bun, as you can see, and she's got some back torso printing as well as back head printing, her in with the mask exploring the Space Lug's cave. But if you do see, you put on the head piece, and the second face print is not fully covered, which can be distracting, but you mostly see it from the front, so I think it'll be okay. Now we have Mr. Chewbacca himself with his bowcaster. It's just a classic Chewbacca. We've seen it multiple times. Front leg printing. He's got his custom head mold. Got the strap along his back. Yeah, it's just separate head mold and then plain torso. But yeah, nothing too special about it, which is weird because it came in an $850 set. Like, they should have just done something different. The final minifigure of the original trilogy is C-3PO. Right here we have front torso printing and front leg printing. No foot printing or dual molded legs, but I can't really blame LEGO because at this time it was in 2017. But now looking at this figure compared to the new ones, it's just not as good. It's got the back torso printing and his custom head mold, as we all know and love. But yeah, nothing super special. Now going into the sequel trilogy figures, we have old Han Solo, which I love this figure. I got it when I was young. I'm not a huge fan of the sequel trilogy, but I loved this figure as a kid. He's got the brown jacket, white undershirt. The skin tone still doesn't match on the shirt, sadly. He's got the black printing as well as the front leg printing with the belt. He's got his blaster, gray hair, little serious face. And he's got the back torso printing, and I don't believe, yeah, he has an angry expression on the back, which is covered, unlike Leia. But yeah, really cool figure to have. The next figure we have is Rey. Not a very popular character in the Star Wars universe, but we're still going to cover her. She's got her front torso printing, as usual, front leg printing that merges really well. She's got the silver blaster, as she typically does, and some back printing, which I think they should have had at least like a robe for her, or like a cape just to insinuate her Jakku look. She's got a smile on her face, and on the back she has a more serious face. Decent figure, not one I'm particularly super happy with in my collection, but I mean, I'll take it. The next minifigure we have is Finn, another character of the sequel trilogy. He is wearing Poe Dameron's jacket, represented by the front torso printing and back torso printing. He's got nothing on the legs, sadly, which I wish they should have done. He got a regular blaster and a more serious facial expression. He's got some black hair, and then on the back he's got a more concerned facial expression. But yeah, another decent figure to have. Another sequel trilogy character is BB-8, which nothing special. It's just a BB-8. This guy has shown up in many different sets throughout the years. His head can turn. Like, you know, I wish that they could make a mold that looked a little better, because this doesn't look the best, honestly. But I mean, BB-8, cool. Now the final technical minifigure, not really a minifigure, but considered figure of the set are the Porgs. That's right, there's two of these little guys. That is represented by this printed small piece on the top, which looks incredible because it's printed, and the rest of the body is brick built, which for a brick built design doesn't look that bad. But like, yeah, you can just have Chewbacca in the cockpit with these Porgs like attacking them, and just, yeah, it's just a funny little inclusion that they had. But let's get into the build. To start off the build section, we have the display plaque. It is represented by a sticker, not printed, because that was before they made printed plaques. They got the Falcon represented in the background, as well as Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Shows exactly what it is, modified by Han Solo. Shows manufacturer, length, engines, maximum speed, hyperdrive system, weapons, and capacity. If you want to read that, then you can, but there's no like side stand for like the minifigures. I guess I could like modify it and then maybe make a short about it, but yeah, I wish there was a little stand to just hold the minifigures, but I guess you can just put them in the Falcon. But yeah, this is the display plaque. So I had to move to the other table to be able to review this, but this thing is absolutely huge. This is a let me get there. It is a it is a lifetime desk like little table things. So if you want to look up the dimensions, you can, or you can just look at up the dimensions of the set, really. But this thing is absolutely huge. This is going to be really hard to find a place for, especially because of that John right there. That's already full. I got to have that for reviews. So I don't know. This table is really just for the big sets. Once I'm debating whether or not I should switch to that desk because it's longer in width, I guess. It's wider instead of that one. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you want me to switch desks for reviews or if you just want me to stick with that one. Anyway, the set, the Millenium Falcon, $850 without tax. And I also didn't look at it in euros, but without tax, $850. That is insane. Star Wars tax is insane on this thing. But it is an amazing set with a ton of different details, and we're going to get into it. Starting off, we have this John right here. This is one of those sucky things that was on the ship when they were fixing the hyperdrive in the Empire Strikes Back, and I just think that's a really cool inclusion. You can just slap him right there and have him suck on the ship. It's perfect. But now seriousness. We're going to start from the underside, which, as you can see under there, there's a turret, which is a cool inclusion just to have, because you're not even going to see it half the time. You're going to be looking at this top of the beauty right here, but they included it, which is awesome. And also right here, you pull this down, it's very hard to access, but you got a loading ramp. And the side, like, hinges showing it is so, like, such a cool detail. Sadly, there are no studs to stick a minifigure on, so you're just going to have them displayed outside. And keeping up with the underside, there are a total of 7 landing gears, which is atrocious. That was the most repetitive build I think I've ever taken care of in my life. It was terrible. It was not fun. But yeah, let's move into the cockpit. Right? Why don't we? If we move into the cockpit, I'm just going to pull it off. We have this beauty. It is a printed piece, way bigger than the original from the other Millennium Falcons, but this is a beautiful thing, and it's also printed, so it's great. The cockpit space is not very optimal here. He's got some control things right here, and then some control panels. You can stick maybe 4 minifigures in here. If you want to, maybe you can sneak in a small one. But 4 minifigures, not like, I wish they would, like, usually there is 4, you know, okay, that just broke. We're just going to put that there. Usually there would be only 4, but I don't know. But if we move in right here on the turret, this can actually be taken off, and you can see, this is just framing, but you can see where you would man the turret, which is really cool. Just a little inclusion, because half the time it's going to be invisible, as well as just, it's like this, there's just frame next to it. Here is the disc, I don't know, satellite dish or whatever. It's represented by like a samurai hat right here, which I think is really cool. And if you didn't already know, you can take this guy right here, and it is a modification. Just rip this guy off, maybe, if you'll want to. Rip it off. And then you can put this one on. And then it is the version from the sequel trilogy. Also, there are these little pieces that you can stick, I think, right. I'm breaking everything, gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and we're just gonna stick this one in. Cool, 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 yeah. I don't know what purpose those serve. I don't know how they were able to spot that detail, but I mean, it's cool inclusion, I guess, just to make it the sequel trilogy Falcon. That's why they included the sequel trilogy minifigures. But anyway, if we take off the satellite dish and we move in here and grab all this useless stuff, you see an interior with the hollow chest, the little chair, and some pipage, and the hallway right there represented by a sticker. And yeah, I think everything here is represented by stickers, even the control panels, which sucks. I think they should have been anything but that. But and then this is where Luke should be training, so like there should be more space. I'm not even gonna bother to put that on. I'll put that on after in the conclusion. If we move back here though, we take this guy off. And do I take this one? Yeah, I take this one off. And we have this room. This can come off right here because that is where Finn and Rey hide from Han Solo. We have the hyperdrive right there, I'm pretty sure. Some control panels. Then these little tube things right here. And we have the closet that Han Solo and Leia do a sloppy toppy, if you know what I'm saying. And there's 2 hallways represented by stickers. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this doesn't come off. But yeah, in this entire $850 set, there's this little Easter egg and these 2 rooms. Lego, like, I know you wanted like structural integrity, which this thing is pretty decently sturdy, but like only 2 rooms, $850. Are we serious? And don't get me wrong, you're not even going to be looking at the interiors half the time, but like because of all this beautiful exterior, but like you couldn't like do the extra work. Like, come on. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to carry it as it is represented in the instructions. So now I'm going to show you guys how you hold it. You take these 2 grabbers right here, and you have to try and maneuver around the landing gears a little bit, which is a little annoying. You got to find the most optimal position for it. But once you find it, you grab it from the bottom. This is a very unstable position. Hold it by the bottom, and you're able to swoosh it around. Not the most swooshable set, but it swooshes, nothing moves. But yeah, it's very heavy. It's a very heavy set. But yeah, it's not the easiest to carry, but I mean, you can carry it. So as much as I want to give this a 10 out of 10 set, there's just some things that I just don't see fit with this set. First of all, the price. The Star Wars tax is insane on this thing. Like, we all know sets that are like 2,000 pieces more than this, and they're cheaper. Like, it's just so mind-boggling how expensive this is. Just shy of $1,000 to pay for this, and we already have an $1,000 set, which is so expensive. It's just so expensive. The minifigures are good. I would rather not have the sequel twist. I'm just not a sequel fan. I'll have it as the original trilogy. Also, they're not optimizing space usage. Like, this entire thing, this is my hand. It can do that. Like, this thing is massive, but they only have 2 little rooms. Like, I know they had to focus on structure, but like, there are ways. You can figure it out. At least get a room right here, or just have it connect. Like, for the price tag that we're paying, like, you should be able to do that. I cannot justify like 10 out of 10 set, $850. Like, I can't do that. Like, that's too much. Minifig selection is fine. Aesthetically, it is a 10 out of 10. It looks amazing. It just looks so beautiful to just have on display wherever you're going to display it, because it's really hard to display. It's just so beautiful. But like, there's just so much things missing with it. So my personal opinion, this is like a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe an 8 if you like. I can probably go up if you convince me, but like an 8 out of 10. Like, there's just a couple things that I can't, that doesn't sit right with me with this set. But if you disagree, let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the 100 subscriber special. Let's crush some more subscriber goals. Thank you for watching.